news, federal government reiterates ban on unauthorized use of camouflage uniforms. Court discharge Shore Bakre orders DSS to release seized items. Hadija Local Government Council advises farmers Hardest Conflicts Resolution Committee to maintain peace and order. From the international scene, donkey skin trade banned by African Union. Details in a moment. Hello and good evening listeners and welcome to Freedom Global News. Today being Monday, 9th Sha'aban 1445 after Hijrah, equivalent to 19th February 2024. I am Ali Rabialu, the full text of the news. The Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Bello Matawalle, has reiterated the ban on unauthorized use of camouflage uniforms in the country. Matawalle said the present security situation warranted that only the armed forces and the police should use camouflage uniforms while on joint operations. In a statement on Monday in Abuja by Mr. Henshaw Ogobeke, Director Information, Press and Public Relations of the Ministry, Matawalle warned agencies affected to abide with the directives. According to the Minister, the present situation does not support unregulated use of military camouflage by people and agencies not authorized to do so. Matawalle therefore said banning paramilitary agencies from using military camouflage was to bring sanity to the system and checkmate criminals. Say, eldest son of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has urged Nigerians to endure the economic hardship being witnessed in the country. Reports say that Nigerians have been complaining bitterly about the high cost of living, food inflation and hardship in the nation. In a post via Instagram on Monday, the president's son, who was actively involved in the election campaign, recalled the president's statement from his presidential speech in commemoration of the 63rd independence anniversary of Nigeria. Daily Trust had reported how Nigerians in some parts of the country have resorted to using charcoal as the cost of liquefied petroleum gas, otherwise known as cooking gas, has continued to skyrocket. This is just as the cost of charcoal has also risen owing to high demand, with some people switching to firewood. A federal high court Abuja on Monday discharged Omoriole Sore and Olaiwale Bakare of an alleged treasonable felony charged by the Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi, son. Justice Emeka Nwete, in a ruling after counsel for the AGF, A.R. Tahir, withdrew the charge, struck out the matter. Justice Nwete also ordered the Department of State Services, DSS, to immediately release 3 phones and the sum of 10,000 naira seized from Shore during his arrest. The judge also ordered the DSS to release a phone belonging to Bakare and the sum of 1,500 naira confiscated from him during his arrest. Justice Nwete equally ordered that Shore international passport be released. The orders followed an application by a lawyer to Shore and Bakare, Mr. Femi Falana-san, to the effect. The News Agency of Nigeria reported that Shore and Bakare were early arraigned before Justice Ijoma Joku in 2019 before the matter was reassigned to Nwete. Hadija Local Government Council advised farmers Hardest Conflicts Resolution Committee of the local government to intensify more measures to maintain peace among the subjects. Council Chairman Alhaji Abdulkadir Umar Balati-O gave the advice in a mobilizing meeting of the committee in his office. He reiterated state government directives for the local government council to mobilize the committee members so as to expand witness to address issues that may rise between the two groups. He appealed to committee members to work closely together and respond back positively to counsel for developments of the committee. He urged cattle rearers and farmers association in the area to support the committee to achieve desired objective. In his remark, Secretary of the committee Alhaji Sani Garba Kaugama appealed to local government council chairman to provide all necessary logistics considering tax ahead of committee. reassured their commitment toward addressing any inconveniences that may arise in the due course. The Global News is coming to you from the News Department of Freedom Radio 99.5 FM. You can also listen to us live on TuneIn or pass your comments and opinion on our social media platforms Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube on freedomradionigeria.com. You can get the links to both on our website freedomradioenergy.com or call us through this number 081 2245 6612. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and now the news continues. Following the decision by major animal feed producers to suspend the purchase of maize and sorghum across the country, the prices of the grains have dropped significantly across the country. It was gathered that by Sunday, major markets saw a more than 10% drop in the prices of maize and sorghum in Taraba, Plateau, Kano, Kaduna and other states. On Friday, Premier Feed Mills Limited, a subsidiary of Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC, a major animal feed producer in Nigeria, announced the immediate suspension of maize offtake over what it called the current state of food insecurity in Nigeria and its impacts on citizens. Olam Nigeria, a company that supplied food, feed and other goods, has taken a similar action, temporarily stopping the purchase of necessary grains like sorghum and maize immediately. The company maintained that it obtained its primary raw materials, maize and sorghum, from local Nigerian farmers, providing employment opportunities for over 150,000 Nigerians. At least 10 people have been reportedly killed in an attack on 4 villages in Ikobi Council Ward, Akwa local government area of Benue State. The villagers said the latest attacks occurred simultaneously within 3 days after the initial invasion of Imana community, where 4 persons were killed last week. One of the villagers, who has been displaced as a result of the incident, told newsmen that 9 bodies were recovered from the affected communities as of the time of filing this report to the Akwa local government headquarters in Okpogo. Barrister Eche Ekpoko, who is the chairman of the Apart Development Association, a socio-cultural umbrella body of the Apart people, confirmed the attacks to newsmen, saying 1 more corpse was discovered after the 9 found earlier. He said 5 people were killed in Ijaha, Ibele, 3 in Ochomaku, while the remaining 2 were killed in Adija and Kano villages respectively. The spokesperson for the Benue State Police Command, SP Catherine Anene, however, said she did not have the report. From the international scene, animal welfare charity have welcomed an Africa-wide ban on the controversial donkey skin trade. It will make it illegal to slaughter donkeys for their skin across the continent. Demand for the animal skin is fueled by the popularity of an ancient Chinese medicine called Ejiao, traditional made from donkey hides. African states leaders approved the ban at the conclusion of the Africa Union Summit in Ethiopia yesterday. Majority, the donkey sanctuary, called the trade brutal and unsustainable, and said it had decimated donkey populations around the world, particularly in Africa and South America. Joy is believed by some to have anti-aging and health benefits, although this is unproven. Chinese companies that make it used to use skins from donkeys sourced in China, but when the numbers of the animal in the country plummeted, they booked overseas. With this, we've come to the end of the news bulletin. Before I sign out, a recap of the major highlights. The fact that the Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Bello Matawale, has reiterated the ban on unauthorized use of camouflage uniforms in the country. The the fact that a federal high court Abuja on Monday discharged Omoyele Shore and Olowa Lake Bakare of an alleged treasonable felony charged by the Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Lateef Pagbemi San. The fact that Hadija Local Government Council of Jigawa State advised farmers herdsmen conflicts resolution committee of the local government to intensify more measures to maintain peace among the subjects. On behalf of the entire production crew from the News and Current Affairs Department of Freedom Radio, Dutse, especially the engineer on duty, as well as the duty continuity announcer G.I. Suleiman, I am Alarabi Ali. Once again, thanks for listening. This is